Access granted.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Time has been a window. Today we're going to be doing a player analysis on RB, whose current rank is MG2, or at least as of this demo. Anyways, he's going to be making his way over here towards the A site. It is pistol round. His teammate throws a flashbang over. He's kind of just going in second here on the bottom ramp. One guy in sight. He spots him out. Going to take a couple shots over towards him. His teammate goes down, taking some more shots. And he is not quite able to get the kill. He did try to get that kill in that corner, but he got stuck over there, and because they were all kind of balled up in that corner, they weren't really able to get much access to the site, surround any players, and they really weren't able to get any trades. This round, it looks like he's pushing down middle with his teammates. They're able to spot one guy out in the window. Looks like he's a little bit apprehensive about crossing that. His teammate already has crossed. His other teammate goes. They're going one at a time. This is why they're getting traded so easily here. Or not traded, but just picked so easily here. If they all go at the same time, it makes it a lot more difficult for them to all die individually. And they might actually be able to get that trade on catwalk. But here he came towards lower. The guy had pushed through lower and he went down pretty quickly. On this next round, you can sort of see the same thing happening. Each one of his teammates has gone one by one, getting picked off, and now he's all by himself. He's kind of hiding up here. He's able to pick one as he pushes through, but he's just going to get shot in the back here. One guy seems to be creeping his way up catwalk. RB is kind of just sitting here in middle. His teammate was able to pick that guy that pushed up on cat. His other teammate seems to be taking A, and he's kind of just holding flank. Maybe this is sort of his role, I guess, but in all honesty, I don't think that that is his true intentions of his positioning. I think that he's a little bit scared of trying to take the site. I think that he needs to be playing with his teammates a little more closely so he can get those trade kills. One guy is pushing middle here. He's able to catch that guy. His teammate was kind of holding the angle. It looks like he wants to boost someone up. Let's see if RB will go up there. He is. Checks out window. Goes in. Guy crossing here, spotted his gun, he's able to take him down. Leaves one guy left over here at the A site. One guy on a ramp, actually. And one guy coming from behind. Kind of watching window room, checking towards CT spawn. He's actually pushing through. He knows that his teammate was killed from CT spawn. Granted, that guy just went down with that AWP shot. He's watching that window passively. He spots a guy going across it. Now he's kind of leaving his back to that spot, even though he did spot that guy out, which I don't know how great that is. The timing here was very lucky. Guy's going to peek up, and he's able to take him out. But in all honesty, guys, you don't need to turn your back away from that spot. You can walk away from it while still looking at it when you know the guy's there. Especially since his teammates had this area over here secure after getting that pick. Gonna be planning over here by Tribox. He's got 10 seconds. You can hear the music going off, which I freaking love that music. I'm kidding. I hate that that stuff keeps turning itself on. I turn it off every time I play the game. Alright. Well, he's set up here by Firebox. The guy is going to be able to come out. He does have an AWP, so the angular advantage is on his side. But, there we go. Good kill. The problem is that because he is in an open spot like that, he can't juke the bomb, and he can't really play the bomb. The guy's going to come in, he's either going to kill him, or the guy's going to, get the kill. Looks like him and his teammate are making their way over here towards middle. Let's see if he stays close to him, is able to get those trade kills. One guy up on catwalk, but he doesn't peek out after it. He is a little bit concerned about that window, which is understandable. If we were just a little bit closer to him, he could have shot at the guy on cat for his teammate. Now his other teammate's pushing B hall. He's going to drop bomb. He knows that the guy's pushed up here. He's going to see if he can get this pick. He's holding passively right now. One guy is pushing down middle. He hears the footsteps. He's going to be able to spray him down. And he knows this guy up top might peek him. He's kind of just holding the angle. He's going to have to go in there for the bomb at some point. And hopefully that CT knows that and doesn't just push. But it looks like he's getting a little bit aggressive. He does push and takes down RB. Now he knows that they've been pushing B quite often, so he's actually sitting back watching for the B push this time. But his teammate's pushing up with bomb. Hopefully he stays close to him again. He really needs to work on trying to get those trade kills with his teammates because he just tends to let them go out first and he doesn't do anything to help them. Throws a nade over by the van. It didn't do any damage, but it was a solid nade. His teammate's gonna fall back, and looks like he's gonna be following his teammate. Well, they're making their way back over here towards middle, and they're probably gonna go up through connector. They're checking it real quick. There is a 4v4 going on. One guy is able to get a pick from connector. They get that trade. Well, Risen does. They're boosting up in the window. He's going to check up here. He's going to get shot from 2 angles, which that angle just can be like that. And it looks like the B guy did end up flanking after all. Looks like RB is going to be doing a set smoke here. Throws it over. Going to be making his way up on a ramp with his 3 teammates. One guy is here in Palace. He knows he's there. All he's got is this Glock. His team is kind of on a half buy, but overall, I guess it's mostly a save. Tries to push that guy with a Glock. Was not able to get the kill. Looks like he's going to be pushing his way into site. One guy is up over by stairs. His team is able to take access to the site. He's coming in. He's one of the last 2 guys pushing through. Hasn't spotted out anyone yet. One guy in connector is able to be taken down by his teammate. Looks like he's going to be holding the connector in case anyone comes up, and that window in case anyone decides to push through. While this is a good spot, I would like to see him doing a little bit more activity when they're coming into the site, just to help his teammates trying to keep up with them. The guy does push through connector and takes him down. So his teammate has taken the B, or his teammates have taken the B site, and he's going to be making his way here through window room. One guy is flanking him. I think that he heard him, so he kind of checked behind him. It looks like he's going to actually get caught from behind. But because of that major flank and how late he was on that rotation, wasn't going to be helping his team out too much. If anything, you know, I understand. Looks like he's going to be pushing up here. Again, he's on the late flank, but one guy's actually holding back this time. Pushes up that ramp, gets that kill, and now his team's in a 3v2. Looks like he likes to play that lurking position. Doesn't really like to play with teammates, but he's able to pick this guy in window. That was good coordination with his teammate in mid. Now he's just going to be holding this area right here. One guy outside of the window room towards market, pushing through. He's got a good angle on it. He's going to take him down, and he does. Looks like he just threw a smoke over towards the A site. Going to be making his way in with this Galil now. His teammate was able to get a few picks over by jungle, and his other team pushed up through mid. Gonna be planting the bomb for CT spawn. Nade comes through. I wonder if he's gonna try to push this smoke. It looks like he's gonna be hiding over to the left of it. It's only 1 CT left, and they definitely outnumber him, so he's gonna push from behind as his teammate fights him, and his teammate was able to take him down. Looks like he's holding for the B push. As you guys know, the guy that's over here at B has been pushing quite often. So he's got this 1v1 battle going on. He's able to tag him for a little bit of damage. He doesn't really get tagged too bad. His teammates are doing some work and able to take catwalk. And let's see, he's going to be coming into the site. His teammates got market, and he's just going to be holding flank, which I can understand with his position here and where the bomb has been planted. Okay, here we can see the first round of the CT pistol. A couple terrorists making their way towards the A site. Grow Up is able to take down one of them. One of them is in Palace. He's going to take some taps towards the guy's head. See if he's able to get this kill. And no, he ends up getting pinched from connector and shot in the back. Honestly, it felt like a very aggressive position, especially once he got off the staircase. He definitely wasn't paying attention to making sure that he had a single angle with only one way he could get shot from, which is very important. Looks like 3 guys are making their way over here towards the A site. The bomb is down and terrorists spawn. I mean, he's not going to know this, but that's just kind of odd. I don't know if they're thinking about doing some sort of fake over here at B, or maybe some fake at A and then redirecting the entire thing. We'll have to wait and see. One guy is sandwiched. Both of them are taken down by Dank. And one more guy in Palace, which he spotted out. And it looks like he's going to try to peek him again. Doesn't see him. Teammate pushes it. And gets taken down by Knight, who's sitting back with a shotgun. RB's trying to take a different position. Looks like he likes that firebox. Saw him play that earlier. It's a good position against people coming out from Palace just because the angle is so awkward. He's able to take that guy down. That leaves 2 guys left, one making his way from stairs, and one is going to make his way all the way back around towards terrorist spawn. Looks like there's a few of them making their way towards middle. RB is sitting here in connector, he's kind of just listening, and here's one guy come up. He actually holds his position well as the guy comes out. He doesn't peek out prematurely or anything like that, and is able to get that kill, pick up that shotgun, and now he's kind of holding over by stairs, making his way towards window. Bomb is being planted at B. Call was definitely given, so he's rotated over. And him and his teammate are able to take down the guy that's in sight. That leaves 2 guys left, and they're actually really far from the bomb. So he could try to defuse. One guy's going to make his way over towards Market, and that is actually planted so that Market can kind of see him. But he's able to get it. Looks like smokes have just come in over here from Palace and a ramp. One guy is Palace, and he's able to just 1-dig him. 4 guys making their way from Palace. It looks like he peeked out really wide towards that A ramp, which gets him into a bad situation to be shot from Palace. You got to make sure that you have those angles where you only can get shot from one place. Either way, he did fall back in time because of that really quick movement. Was able to get a kill, but he ends up getting traded out briefly afterwards. His teammate just went down in middle with this AK, so he kind of really wants to get it. He's going to try to push out. One guy was sitting back mid with an AWP. He's able to pick up that AK, and now he knows the other, at least one of them is coming over here towards A. He heard the scout as well, so should know both of these guys are A, and one guy is in middle. Sorry, I ran into the microphone. He's able to spot one out. His teammate comes out. He's a little bit closer to him, so he was going to be able to get that trade kill for once, which was nice. One guy is pushing up through connector. Should know he's there, so he's holding in case the guy decides to fall back. And his teammate's holding in case the guy decides to push through. He's over by stairs now. His teammate's playing a little bit passive here, kind of giving him access to the site, but I think it's all about that other CT spotting him out. And there's the spot. His teammate comes out, does some damage to him, and RB is still kind of flanking, but he gets there and is able to take him out and make sure that he doesn't save the gun and loses the money. But honestly, he really could have tried to approach that just a little bit quicker, especially since that guy could have easily killed his teammate there. 3 guys making their way over here towards the A site. He does spot one out, and he's making his way in. His teammate's over by bench, just kind of holding the angle. He's kind of holding the cross in case anyone decides to push. But since his teammate was out so wide, I think that he probably should have been playing just a little bit wider just to try to help his teammate with a shot a little bit earlier. Then again, his teammate shouldn't have pushed out from the bench like that. Splash is coming over from the A ramp, so he's going to be holding here instead of making his way to check connector like usual. See, he's going to peek towards A halls. He does a little spamming. He's going to throw smoke to try to prevent him from pushing out. His teammate's actually up there, goes aggressive, does get one pick. One guy pushes through that smoke, and a good smoke. He was able to take down that guy, even though he did take down his teammate. It was actually well played. His teammate's able to get this guy over here by stairs. That leaves 2 guys left, making their way through Palace. Right now it's smoked off. He's kind of worried about this mid connector. His teammate doesn't really have control over it. The guys could make their way through underpass to connector, so it's nice that he's not trying to be seen from both angles. Gonna check. His teammate's able to take out the final guy in Palace. That was probably a call. Probably heard something and told him to peek out. So there's one guy left. He's over coming into the A site. His teammate has actually pushed through lower A, so he assumes that A is clear. One guy is going through CT spawn right now. And he's kind of creeping over here towards bomb where they have bomb down. Here you can hear the footsteps of the guy pushing up towards the bomb. I'm not sure why he's still looking towards underpass, but he just realized that that guy is up there. He's going to be coming up. He does spot him out. He's able to do a lot of damage to him. Knight's going to actually try to go for this kill, so instead of going in, he just kind of holds the angle, but he runs out of time and he just kind of pushes it. I think he would have had enough time had he just kept going and just jumped into sight to plant the bomb, so I'm not sure why he double backed like that. Checking up here towards Palace, he spots one guy out. He's able to do some damage to him. He's able to take that guy down. Actually, the fire kind of took that guy down, but he still did a lot of damage. One guy coming up ramp. He knows he's there. He's peeking it pretty aggressively. Here he's got this thing where he can get shot from 2 angles if a guy's still Palace, which I don't like that he keeps trying to play those angles. The rest of them are making their way over towards the B site. Looks like The B player has kind of fallen off of it. And they're going to be able to have full access to the site, plant that bomb, and try to get into good position. Teammates are actually able to shred through 2 of them without any problems. That leaves them in a 4v1. Last guy's over by Van. He has no fallback, so he's just going to peek out and get killed. As usual, he's playing connector. A guy actually pushes up. I think his teammate called it, so he turned around just at the right time so he didn't get shot in the back. But again, playing in those positions where he can get shot from multiple angles, which isn't exactly great. Here, he's playing in a pretty decent one, just kind of shooting this angle, but then again, someone with a sniper rifle would be easily able to get that pick over him. Luckily, they are on like a half buy, and they have deagles and shotguns, so chances are they will not outpick him at that angle. But I don't know if he knows kind of holding here in window room while they're planning over at the B site, so he's going to try to flank them. One guy is on catwalk, but he's also actually being flanked. So when he tries to go for the defuse here, I have a feeling he's going to get shot from one of the sides that he doesn't expect. And yeah, he's not able to even go for it because the guy was peeking up from cat, and he just kind of got a little distracted by that. Though he did know that guy was flanking him. Looks like most of the action is happening over at B. They're actually just kind of holding back in B halls, haven't committed to anything, but they've already rotated all the CTs off of A. So he's just going to be holding over here and hoping for a push, but they could definitely double back. One guy has pushed up middle, and in a moment he'll be set up in a way that makes it so that they can't fall back, and they are pushing through. His teammate's able to take down 2, and gets into a position to take one guy coming out over here. Another guy does spot him out, but he's over by Van, and there are 4 CTs left, so it's not looking good for this terrorist who's about to get flanked anyways. He's jumping up. I think he's just trying to decoy a little bit while his teammate comes in from behind. His teammate knows that that guy... Oh. Well, his teammate just went down. Money's going to try to push out, and he's actually able to take him down as well with such low health. The guy is making his way through underpass. RB seems to be playing in this jungle/window area. Right now he's doing good. He's watching Palace, making sure he doesn't get shot from middle from this angle. His teammate's kind of spotting mid anyways. His teammate was able to pick out that guy in mid, so he comes over to try to assist him real quick. Makes his way back over here towards A. Teammate throws a deep Molotov. One guy is here on ramp. For some reason he really felt that it was a good idea to just try to push that ramp out of nowhere, which I don't think I would have agreed with so well, since everything was being held so well, actually. He knows that one guy is here in middle making his way towards underpass. It just killed his teammate, so he's actually peeking out, trying to see if he can get him. The guy's kind of just holding flank, and he should be able to catch him. He's able to take him down, and that leaves one guy over at the B site, which again, they have kind of given it to him. One guy was on catwalk, kind of spotted back behind him right as he got picked, and it looks like his teammate was able to get the kill. That game was mostly won because on the terrorist side, his teammates really stepped up and were able to get entries and take sites. Things that he could definitely improve on are trying to make sure that in the situations, I do understand, first of all, I want to say that I understand that he wants to be a lurker. And lurking has its role, definitely, for sure. But in certain situations, when he's right next to his teammates, and they were coming out and they were getting shot at, or they were trying to get a pick, he needs to be able to assist them in certain areas. Make sure that he's able to get those trade kills, especially when he's close by. In a lot of cases, he was close by and could have helped, but he just decided to stay back and not help. Also, it seems like even when he has the opportunity to go first in situations where they kind of need him to push out, he'll actually wait and make sure that his teammates go out before him. Those are the problems really on the terrorist side that I noticed most of all. Does have some decent smokes. Other than that, he seemed to be playing all right. As for the CT side now, he needs to make sure, and this actually can also be used on the terrorist side, but mostly on the CT side, try to make sure that he's watching one place that can only be shot from one angle. Like, don't get into spots that are too out in the open where you can get shot from multiple places at once, because honestly, I saw him do that several times, and even though he didn't get punished on every single one of those, most of the time he was going to get shot, take at least a little bit of damage, or make himself fall back into a compromised position. That being said, I see that you like that firebox. It's not a bad spot to play, but like I said, in clutch situations, you're going to want a place where you can juke the bomb a little bit more. Maybe peek out and hide, etc. You're going to be able to move around, you know, the triple stack or CT spawn, something that makes it so you can be a little bit more unpredictable. Other than that, you played pretty well. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I hope that the tips help.